Okay, so you wanted help with, okay, sorry, I had it in the presentation mode, but I don't think that's gonna work for me. So you wanted help with 7-9. Okay, so for 7-9, you need to know your affirmative and negative affirmative and negative words like algo, alguien, algún, alguno, alguna, alguna, siempre, también, o, ni. And so this is what your book says about them before we move on. So in Spanish, you can negate an action by using no before the verb or by using a negative expression. So there's a list of the negative expressions. Once a sentence is negative, all other indefinite words within the sentence become negative. So unlike in English where we're not allowed to use double negatives, in Spanish you're supposed to use double negatives. Okay, so when I say Lucia no conoce, I can't say she doesn't know anybody. I have to say she knows nobody. No conoce a nadie en la fiesta tampoco. So notice how I've switched to the negative words. Got to have those double negatives. You omit the no when the negative expression precedes the verb. So if I say nunca, there's no reason to put no nunca, just nunca fuimos. A nadie le dimos las toallas. So if you put a nunca, a nadie, ningún, etc. in front of the verb, you're not going to have a no in there. You use the expressions nadie and alguien to refer to people. Be sure to use the personal a when they appear as direct objects of the verb. So, viste a alguien, did you see someone? Remember what you're seeing is a person, so your direct object is a person, you'd put an a. No vi a nadie en el agua, so again, it's a person, so you need to put a personal a. And you will always use ninguno, ninguna in the singular form because it means not even one. So it's saying like, te quedan algunas entradas, like do you have some tickets left? And you would say, no, I don't even have one left. So it's saying there's not any left, but what you're really saying is no me queda ninguna, not even one. And then it says, encontraste mis lentes? No, no encontré ningunos lentes. So there you have to make it plural because lentes by design is plural because it's two glasses. And the same thing would happen with pantalones, anything that has like two parts to it. But usually it's going to be singular. And remember that when you use ningún and it comes before a noun, I'm sorry, ninguno, when it comes before a noun, you have to drop the O, and then that makes that un one syllable, so you have to add an accent mark. Okay, then also you had pero, sino, and sino que, which I don't know if one of these, I don't know if it comes up in this activity or not, but just so you know, these are different ways of saying but. So if it's an affirmative word in the first half of your sentence, you're going to use pero. Fui a la playa, pero llovió, because it was affirmative. If it's negative, no quiero el periódico, sino la revista. So when you're trying to say but you started out the first of your sentence with a negative word, then you're going to use sino instead of pero. And then you use sino que if the correction includes a verb phrase. So if it's a complete sentence, so if you have a complete sentence, comma, and then a complete sentence behind it, and they're just joined together by that comma, because you know, comma separates really, whenever you have a comma, you could actually separate them out into two sentences. So if you have that situation occurring and it's negative, you're going to use sino que. And then use the expression no solo to mean not only, so no solo llovió, sino que también hizo viento. So it not only rained, but it also was windy. Okay, so let's look at your activity. This is 7-9, which was dealing with the negative and these expressions. Let me actually make those all red. Okay, so it says Pedro y Angela are discussing their plans for the day. Complete their conversation by writing the appropriate affirmative and negative expressions from the word bank. Use expression only once. So here's our word bank, and I just went through them. You know what, I'm just going to make them red since everything is red if I just want to copy. Okay, so ¿quieres tomar refrescos o agua mineral en la playa? You say, no quiero tomar, that should be tomar. No quiero tomar refrescos, agua mineral. So it needs to be something negative here because it's negative. So if there's a no in your answer, then you're choosing a negative word, which you only have, no, you have some positives. Okay, so you have to choose a negative word because there's a no right there. And since it's two things, you're going to say like, I don't want soda or mineral water. So that would be your ni. Ni takes the place of or. So no quiero tomar ni refrescos ni agua mineral. ¿Tienes blank sandwich en la heladera? Okay, so it's saying, do you have like some sandwich in the heladera. So this would be affirmative. So some is algún, and then ninguno is like none. So you would use algún here. I have some sandwich. It's asking if you have, do you have some sandwich? Whoops. Like some type of sandwich in the cooler, and you're saying, no, I don't have not even one sandwich. So you're going to replace it. So this alguno, ninguno, ninguna, they can be adjectives or they can be pronouns. So in this case, we're going to use it as a pronoun, and so it'll keep the O on the end of it. So you'd want that ninguno. I don't have even one, and it's ninguno and not ninguna because we're talking about a sandwich, and the sandwich is masculine. Deseas llevar blank para comer en la playa. Do you want to take something to eat at the beach? So something would be out, because we need a noun. Do you want to take something to eat at the beach? So that would be algo. Para comer en la playa. Let me fix this. Well, I don't know. Okay, no gracias, no deseo llevar. So if you're saying, like, do you want to take something to eat at the beach? You're saying, no thanks, I don't want to take nothing. So it still needs to be the noun. The noun is nada. Okay, I blank tomando el sol en la playa. No, I blank tomando el sol en la playa. So this is saying tomar el sol is to sunbathe. And so it's asking, is there anybody sunbathing? So this would be the affirmative, which would be alguien. And then because you have a no in your answer, you need to switch it to the negative, which would be no one, nadie. Okay. Vamos al cine, because you need someone who's doing that activity, because tomar el sol is to sunbathe, so you needed a person who is doing that. Vamos al cine después de la playa. Bueno, vamos al cine después de la playa. No, ¿por qué no vamos a la discoteca blank? Vamos al cine por la noche. Let's see. Okay, so you're saying no. Okay, so you said, the person says, do you want to go to the movies after the beach? And then the friend says, no, why don't we go to the discotheque or the club? We always go to the movies at night. So it would be siempre here. Like, we always do this, so they want to do something different. Bueno, tienes razón. Vamos a ver muchas películas. Pero blank, vamos a la discoteca. So, okay, so here it's saying, like, we always go to see a lot of movies, but we never go to not even one discoteca. It says only once. So, oh, that's right. Okay, so we go to see a lot of movies, but we never go. So that would be nunca. Because here it's always, we always go. We never go to not even one discoteca. So knowing the part of speech would be helpful too. Like here, you know that it's got to be a pronoun. The only pronouns are ninguno, ninguna, alguno, alguna. When it's in this state, like algún is being used as an adjective, so it's going to have to be followed by a noun. Over here, you also need a noun, because that's what you're missing from your sentence, because someone has to be taking sunbathing or not sunbathing. And here you can tell it's talking about the frequency, like, why don't you want to go? Because we always go. And then but we never do the other thing. And then again, this would be an adjective here, ninguna, because you have discoteca, so you're looking for an adjective. So knowing going back over here, kind of knowing the part of speech is helpful too. So algo is a noun, alguien is a noun, algún, alguno, those can be adjectives or pronouns. They can be turned into a noun. Siempre would be an adverb. También would be, I think, an adverb too. And then that's a coordinating conjunction. Nada would be a noun. Nothing is a noun. Nadie is a noun. Ningún, ninguno, ninguna. Those they can be adjectives or pronouns. And then tampoco is an adverb. Nunca and jamás are adverbs, and ni would be another conjunction. So hopefully that can help you figure out which to use. Okay, and I think this one is 728. I could have the numbers off, because I think 807 is the listening one. If I have the numbers off, I'm sorry, but this was the one where you had your strong preterite verbs. So you're taking the verb in parentheses, and you need to conjugate it for for the person or the subject of the sentence. So also you just want to make sure that you look, you want to watch the videos and look at the pages that I reference, but these are your strong preterite verbs, which you should have been able to find in the book or also in the videos. So it's saying yesterday there was a baseball game at Fenway Park. Whenever you have haber is a form, okay, so I is haber in the present tense and you just always use I. Well, in the preterite tense, you're always going to use hubo. So when you have that haber, all you've got to do is make that hubo, and that's told to you down here. Yo blank ver a mi equipo favorito, los Red Sox de Boston. So who can see this team is me. It's poder. If you look over here, here's poder. For yo, it's pude. So all you've got to put here is pude. Yo pude ver a mi equipo favorito, los Red Sox de Boston, y ponerse muy contento de verlos. Who got happy? I did. So this is a reflexive verb. Remember, ponerse, we use reflexives when we become a particular emotion. So let's just deal with the poner first. If you just look at poner and don't worry about the se yet, over here, it's me who got happy. So I'm going to make that puse. And I got myself happy. They need to match. When it's a reflexive verb, the pronoun and the verb should, the spelling of the verb should match. So it should be me puse. Okay. Mis amigos blank desde otra ciudad. So who came? My friends came. If you look over here, here's venir. If it's my friends, it's the same thing as ellos. So you go down here to ellos. Vinieron. Vinieron desde otra ciudad para ir al estadio conmigo y ellos traer, they brought. So again, it's ellos. You just go over to ellos. Traer, trajeron. Sus entradas durante el partido, nosotros saber que había 36,000 personas en el estadio, like we found out, because saber means to find out in the preterite tense, but again, it's we, so you just go over to we, saber, supimos, que había 37,000 personas en el estadio, otro aficionado nos lo blank, so another fan, because remember these are your direct and indirect objects. So another fan told it to us. So that's not who's doing the telling, that's what was told and to whom, but who told it was another fan, which is the same thing as he. So you go to he and you go over to dijo. Los Red Sox ganaron el partido, blank, poder ver el partido también. Like, were you able to see it as well? Again, it gave you the tu and it's poder. So here's tu, you go over to poder, it's pudiste. And that's how you do, and I think this one was, I should have made note, I think this one was 728. Okay, then the next one that you had was a listening activity, and you were dealing with the imperfect. These are your imperfect endings. Okay, for an AR verb, you would have aba, abas, aba, aba, abamos, abais, aban, aban. For ERs and IRs, you have ia, ias, ia, iamos, iais, ian, ian. And then there's 3 irregulars. That's all the irregulars that there are in the imperfect tense. I move this over here, and this was the activity. So you listen. Okay, so it's asking you, like, what were you like as a kid, Dad? And he had un poco introvertido, but the verb was ser, like, what were you like? So you want to say I was. So here is ser, for I, it's era. Yo era un poco introvertido. Did you watch a lot of TV? It was Bear. So if he's saying no, hijo, no la blank mucho, he's saying I didn't watch a lot of TV. And so let me do it again. Okay, so it's going to be Bear, and it's going to be I didn't, because he's saying, did you watch? No, I didn't. So it's going to be veía. Here. Did you go to the movies a lot? Yes, I went to the movies a lot. I iba al cine los viernes por la tarde. Llevabas, that's llevar. And so if it's going to be for yo, then you're going to have aba for yo, aba. So I had here, llevar, and I get rid of the AR. and I add aba. Sí, llevaba camisa y corbata. So tenías buenos amigos. Yes, I had them. So we have tener, and it's an IR verb. So if it's I, we're going to replace it with ia because it's an ER verb. And hopefully the sound is okay on this. I didn't realize my earbuds were not plugged in. So I was sitting there talking to you with earbuds in and they were not plugged in. So it's saying, did y'all play baseball? So that's jugar. And it gave you that it's nosotros. So we're going to say, yes, we played. It's an AR verb, so it needs to have these bolded endings. For nosotros, it's habamos. Okay. And that's how you do 807. Hopefully this did